Welcome back. In our previous video, we explored how to hear the song of the universe. Today, we are diving into another beautiful chapter called The Nature Songs of the Cattle Herders. So, who were these people who gifted us India's oldest and most cherished hymns and Vedas? Surprisingly, these timeless verses did not come from scholars with books or universities. Instead, they came from simple, nature loving people who lived close to their land. These were cattle herders who rode on horseback, slept under the stars, and started a deep bond with their animals, the sheep, goat, and cattle they cared for and depended on. But where exactly these ancient composers come from? Over 3500 years ago, long before written records, they passed down their knowledge through generations, not by writing it down, as we saw in the previous video, but by memory. Like Sherlock Holmes' memory palace, these people had developed a powerful way of remembering. They passed their wisdom through generations, locked safely in the minds of specially trained keepers. Some scholars believe that these early Aryans, or the noble ones, journeyed from the steppes of Central Asia, bringing with them their language, their way of life, and their devotion to nature. They called themselves Arya, a word meaning the noble ones. And nature was central to their lives, not just in their daily routine, but in their beliefs. They looked upon sun, the earth, the rain, the rivers, and the dawn as gods, composing beautiful hymns that celebrated and honored these forces. Okay, so we just learned about the powerful songs of nature by ancient cattle herders. Now, let's explore their unique and sacred geometry. The shapes of the Yagna kundas, or fire altars, which held great symbolic significance. The square was considered the sacred base shape for these kundas, but the Arya did not stop at a simple square. They creatively transformed it into variations. A square could be a right-angled rhombus, a rectangle, or a set of triangles. They even designed many pointed stars, which are essentially rotating squares. The most fascinating shape used for the greatest yagnas was the hawk, or a falcon-shaped altar, constructed from the bricks with precise dimensions. The Arya were meticulous, especially about the numbers. Want to try? See if you can create your own kundas using just the squares. For a challenge, design one with the number of squares adding up to the multiples of 9. 9 was sacred, so patterns like 9, 18, or even 108 or 108 squares were special. Over time, Arya society organized itself into 4 groups, or varnas, based on the roles. The Brahmins, who knew the Vedas, became the priests. The Kshatriyas, clan leaders and warriors, protected the tribe. The Vaishyas were the farmers and merchants, trading goods far and wide and filling tribal coffers. Lastly, the Shudras were artisans and service providers, people who worked with their hands. They worked with materials like leather, wood, iron, or assisting others in daily tasks. Originally, these groups simply reflected roles without one considered higher or lower. But over time, these divisions became rigid, with certain varnas claiming superiority over others. Unfortunately, this system evolved into a hierarchy with some castes dominating the other castes. Stories like Eklavya's, who was a skilled archer from Mahabharata, who was denied education because he came from a hunter's tribe. These stories show how these divisions prevented people from pursuing their true potential. The priests claimed these divisions were divinely sanctioned, and since only they knew the Vedas, it became widely accepted. Yet, not everyone agreed with these interpretations. Around the 7th century BCE, sages began composing the Upanishads, challenging these inequalities in the caste system. They re examined the Vedas, proclaiming that all the creatures were manifestations of a single universal energy. True Yagna, they thought, is about sacrificing ego, not animals, and offering dedication, not physical objects. These profound teachings transformed the Arya religion, suggesting equality for all life. As the Upanishads reshaped Arya's beliefs, two new movements emerged, rejecting rituals and the caste system, yet holding to the core belief like non-violence and equality. These were Jainism and Buddhism, the religions that emphasized on kindness, humility, and questioning established norms. Over centuries, Vedic beliefs spread across the subcontinent, merging with the regional traditions and transforming into what we now call Hinduism. This religion isn't based on one god, founder, or holy book. Instead, it celebrates a unique unity in diversity, embracing gods, traditions, and wisdom from various regions under its vast canopy. Isn't it amazing how something so ancient continues to shape our lives today? From wedding to festivals, we still find the presence of Yagna kundas and the echo of Vedic chants in Hindu rituals. While very few of us understand the ancient language, those timeless songs still carry the wisdom and energy of the past, bringing us closer to the sacred. It's like carrying the legacy of those early composers with us, even now. Thank you so much for joining me on this amazing journey into the ancient wisdom. I hope you've learned something new today. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you've learned or any extra knowledge you have to share. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Stay tuned because the next time we will be diving into something truly magical, Som or Somras, auxiliary of the gods. I can't wait to share it with you.